Yeah, exactly. Okay, we're gonna get this going here. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Town of New Windsor March Town Board meeting. Before we get started, if I can get everybody to rise, please, for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. I don't know what we got going on here today, but we got a lot of people here. So the first thing on the agenda tonight is actually a public hearing for parkland alienation. I have Quinn Malarkey here from MHE to put on a little, very short spiel for us on it. Quinn?
Thank you. So the town of New Windsor is currently in the design phase of upgrading and expanding the existing sewer treatment plant located on Windsor Lane. The upgrade and expansion have been deemed necessary due to the age of the existing plant. The town's demands, given its growth since the existing plant first came online, and new more stringent effluent limits set by New York State DEC and the town's recently issued CEs permit. In order to keep the existing plant in operation during construction, which is required, the new components must be built adjacent to existing infrastructure. This will require the additional land that is currently part of the Butterhill Park land. The needed property borders the existing plant property to the west, and according to a draft survey recently provided by CT Mail, comprises approximately 4.18 acres of the existing 38.33 acres of parkland. These 4.18 acres will be alienated to accommodate the new sewer plant expansion, with approximately 8.48 acres, which are owned by the town and located in the same general area, northwest of the intersection of Butterhill Drive and Forge Hill Road, and have access to the Luna Creek that could provide opportunities for fishing and kayaking, is being proposed for dedication to replace the proposed for alienation. During engineering and planning for the sewer treatment plant upgrades, it was discovered that a prior project utilized a portion of the Butterhill Parkland for the development and construction of what is now known as the Butterhill Wells, 3 groundwater wells and attendant infrastructure. Having made this discovery, the town's current request for alienation would also include the lands that currently contain these groundwater wells and attendant infrastructure, which have been used since 2018 and are critical to the town's ability to meet the water demands of its residents and users. The parkland to be alienated for this purpose is approximately 13.44 acres, which brings the total parkland to be alienated to roughly 17.62 acres, for the 38.33 acres that are of the 38.33 acres that are currently comprising Butterhill. Accordingly, Butterhill Park will still total approximately 20.71 acres, and the only property that currently receives any real use by residents, that being the playground located behind 73 Creamery Drive, will remain as is. Plus, as I indicated before, 8.48 acres are proposed to be dedicated and added to Butterhill Park to replace the 17.62 acres proposed for alienation, thereby bringing Butterhill Park back to 29.19 acres. So the alienation will actually only reduce the dedicated parkland in that area by 9.14 acres. In addition to the area within Butterhill Park, the town proposes dedicating a second larger parcel of land it owns in the area of Christie Babcock Memorial Park to replace the parkland to be alienated from Butterhill. This second parcel is located about 5 miles west to the land proposed for alienation. It's just over 74 acres in size, and because it adjoins Christie Babcock Memorial Park, it will be added to that park, which should provide more recreation opportunities to town residents versus that which would have been possible on the property being alienated, because Christie Babcock Park is the largest and most used park in town. property there is simply more conducive to the addition of ball fields, courts, and other amenities. All in all, the addition of the two properties discussed will actually result in a significant increase in parkland available for public use. While just over 17 acres of parkland will be alienated, more than 83 total acres will be dedicated to the town's inventory of parkland. Lastly, just for the sake of complete transparency, I mentioned before that we have had a draft survey for the properties proposed for alienation and replacement. The draft survey is where I got the acre amount for each of the parcels I've discussed here today. We anticipate the final survey being completed before the next town board meeting, and I understand that you'll be holding this public hearing open until then. At that time, the final survey will be complete and available for anyone to review. I don't anticipate any meaningful change in the acreage reported, but I just wanted that to be clear. We also have a map with those locations, if anybody would like to view it.
Thank you. Good.
Thank you.
All right, everybody got that? So just basically in a nutshell, we're upgrading our sewer plant on Caesar's Lane from a 5 MGD plant to an 8. There's some property on the current footprint that we need a little more. We have to take some of that property we own and make it not parklands and make it our property. And then in order to do that, we have to take some other property in town, which we were gifted 75 acres next to Christie Babcock Park, and make that parkland. So we're going to do all that. This is all just a process. We have to do that. Normally we close public hearings, but in this case we're not. As Quinn said, we're still waiting for the final survey, and the final survey is the actual thing we really need, and an appraisal on the property. Once we get that, we're going to do it. So with that, we're going to leave the public hearing open. However, is anybody got anything? Anybody in the audience want to talk? I know there's somebody got to talk about this. No? Danielle, anybody?
There's somebody on, but they haven't.
All right. So with that, the town board, town of New Windsor hereby adjourn and continue the public hearing to consider the alienation of parklands and designation of replacement parklands to the next regular town board meeting scheduled to be held at April 3rd, 2024 at the town of New Windsor Town Hall, 555 Union Avenue, New Windsor, New York at 7 p.m. Public comments will continue to be received and heard through April 3rd, 2024, 7 p.m. And the town clerk is hereby directed that notice of such public hearing is to be published and posted in accordance with applicable law. Motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Bro,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln,
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago,
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Bedetti.
Yes. So this is the public comment section. However, I did fail to do something, so I will do this. I want to announce all the people that are here, elected officials of the town board. I have to my right here, Deputy Supervisor Steve Moreau, Councilman, Councilwoman Sylvia Santiago. To my left, Councilwoman Eve Lincoln, Councilman Charlie Bro. To my right here, I got the town clerk, Patty Carino. I also have Dave Zagon, our attorney, Chief Danny Valeri. I do see our two lieutenants, Fayo and Monahan, here as well. Highway Superintendent Anthony Fayo, and I have Danielle Barrett on the keyboard.
Receiver.
And the receiver taxes, she is here, Sue, that's right. And Sue's here in the audience. Any public comment on any agenda items? You can have 3 minutes up to speak on these agenda items. Unverified doesn't want to talk? No? Anybody? No? Town Board, Town of New Windsor approved the minutes of the public hearing held on February 7, 2024 for the Community Development Block Grant Disaster Recovery Program, and approved the minutes of the regular town board meeting, and also held on February 7, 2024, as per the copies of each posted on the town clerk's bulletin board in the town hall and distributed to each town board member. Motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Bro,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln,
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago,
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Bedetti.
Yes, this was, believe it or not, this is money we're still chasing from Hurricane Irene back in 2011. But we're getting close. The next on the agenda here is the appointment of the deputy police chief. So I'm gonna read the motion, and then after that, we'll have the chief come up with the candidate, and we'll go from there. Town Board of Town of New Windsor promotes Sergeant Brian H. Hollifield to the position of Deputy Police Chief in the Town of New Windsor Police Department effective March 9, 2024. Motion,
Move.
Second.
roll call.
Councilman Brown,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Rodetti.
Yes. So before I just do this, Brian, was, hired by the police department in July 2007. He rose to the ranks of sergeant. In 16, he's been a sergeant about, 8 years now. Brian is, I actually was able to, had the pleasure to work with Brian. He was my, day shift, boss. Now the roles are reversed now. So maybe I get a little payback on him. But, Brian definitely has demonstrated his ability the years that I've worked with him, and he's been with the police department. I'm confident in his ability to assist the chief in leading the day-to-day operations. It's a big role to fill, the number 2 guy here. So with having that said, congratulations to you. I want you to come on up here. The chief's going to do his little thing, and then of course we got to do the pictures and all that stuff with the elected officials and. Ask your wife, Karen. Daughter's here. Can I get elected?
Yes.
Brian already declined to not talk. Definitely not gonna be their public information.
Second. Did you run? Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it, thank you. Sure. Oh.
You won't.
I, Brian H. Hall,
I, Brian Hall,
solemnly swear that
solemnly swear
I
that
will support the Constitution of the United States
I will support the Constitution of the
and the
United States
Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and I will faithfully discharge the duties of
and I will faithfully discharge the duties of
Deputy Chief of Police in the Town of New Windsor,
Deputy Chief of Police of the Town of New York,
according to my best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability. Nice. Thank you.
Right, the next motion is an appointment of a police officer. Town Board, Town of New Windsor hereby appoint Cassidy Hazard as a police officer of the Town of New Windsor Police Department effective March 9th, 2024. Motion,
Move.
Second.
roll call.
Councilman Bro,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln,
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Bededi.
Yes. So Cassidy is, we had a workshop the other night and I said, I explained it to her, I've known Cassidy before she was born. I happened to, her father was a sergeant here, and then he was a police chief in Cornwall. He was my boss down in Cornwall as well. And we hired a few months ago, the brother, Billy, who's already chasing people down and catching them. So I said, now it's time for his sister to show him up. So, Cassidy, if you want to come up here, if you would. Cassidy's dad here is going to present her with her shield. Camera shot.
Stop it though. Yes. Gotta be around. Keep out.
So as they're doing pictures here, Cassidy's a transfer from the University of New Paltz Police there. She doesn't even have to go to the academy. She can be on the road and she's gonna join. She's the fourth female on our force now. So yeah, he was here at 3 doing that. Congratulations, Cassidy. Now you're gonna do the oath.
I, Kathy Hazard. I, Kathy. Solemnly swear that. That I will support the Constitution of the United States. Support the Constitution of the United States. The Constitution of the State of New York. And that I will faithfully discharge the duties. And I will faithfully discharge the duties. Police officer in New Windsor. Police officer in New Windsor. According to the best of my ability. According to the best of my ability. Congratulations.
Get the sign up there. So with that, if there's a bunch of smart people in this room, you guys would bail right now. Because you don't want to see the rest of this, believe me. Thank you. Jeremy. Just make sure. Push him towards the doors, so they're not loud, so I can hear this.
Thank you. I didn't see live.
No,
Hold on.
no, I'll just do this. Who?
She said city of Lumen.
No.
Yeah. Meeting. Next. Next guy.
Yeah. I don't know. Then there was 4. We went from 64 to 4 in a matter of a minute.
That's right. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's hot. Okay, I'm gonna get moving on here. Town board tenant new ones are authorized the establishment of a performance bond for stormwater management on the Banton 935 Union Avenue project. Planning board number 1704 in the amount of $154,180.13, and further establish a 4% inspection escrow pursuant to paragraph 3H of the Town of New Windsor Standard Schedule of Fees in the amount of $6,167.21, representing 4% of the stormwater maintenance improvement cost estimate as recommended by MHE Consultant Engineer DPC by correspondence dated February 27, 2024, annexed here too. Motion,
Second.
roll call.
Councilman Bro.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Bededi.
Yes, this is the old Stake and Sign site that they had taken down, and by town code law, they're required to do stormwater maintenance. So this one is also that. Town board ten new ones are hereby authorized the town supervisor to execute a stormwater control facility maintenance agreement in substantially the same form as annexed here too between the town of New Windsor and Banton 935 Union Avenue project for the long-term maintenance and continuation of private stormwater management facility for a project commonly known as Banton 935 Union Avenue, project planning board 1704, located at 935 Union Avenue, New Windsor, New York, and further identifies the town of New Windsor tax map, section 41, block 1, lot 12.11. Motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Bro.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Bededi.
Yes, this is a, like I said, the former Steak and Sign site that has actually been, is approved hotel. It was done back in 2017. It was approved to be a hotel. It's kind of, even though they took the building down, the hotel project's kind of going dormant right now. So, but again, they're required for the storm management to do. This is a receive and file, private road maintenance agreement. Hearing no objection, the town of New Windsor hereby receive and file with the town clerk the attached private road maintenance agreement dated November 18, 2022 between the Amend Business Group LLC and Evan J. Santoro and Monique Santoro for the private road commonly known as Knights Court in the Schoolmaker subdivision, planning board 04-20. Private road maintenance agreement was recorded in the Orange County Clerk's office on the 9th day of January 2023 in Library 15361 at page 40. This is off of Kings Drive, off of 207. And this next one here, motion is Town Board of Town New Windsor hereby acknowledge receipt of the required private road maintenance agreement for Knights Court, a private road within Schoolmaker subdivision, planning board 04-20, which was a performance condition of the private improvement and performance bond number CSC 50609 in the amount of $155,975.88 for the Schoolmaker subdivision, planning board 0420, and further authorize that the release of the aforementioned private improvement performance bond number CSC 50609 as recommended by MHE Engineering DPC in correspondence dated October 2nd, 2023, annexed here too, and further directed the town clerk return the original surety bond via overnight courier to surety company at the address indicated within the performance bond with a copy of the town attorney. Motion,
Move.
Second.
roll call.
Councilman Bro.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Bededi.
Yes, this is a bond that we collect in the planning stages just to make sure that these projects are completed. If not, the town takes the bond and then we complete it for them. This is a receive and file. Hearing no objection, the town board of Town New Windsor hereby receive and file with the town clerk the attached stormwater control facility maintenance agreement dated August 2nd, 2023 between the town of New Windsor and Mount Airy, New York for maintenance of the stormwater control measure depicted on the approval project plans for the facility known as Mount Airy Solar Project, planning board 2022-03. Said agreement was recorded in the Orange County Clerk's office the 29th day of August, 2023 in library 15463 at page 1260. And this, again, this is another stormwater control thing that's in our town code that any of these projects are required to do. It's a big DEC thing today. Hearing no objection, this is a receive and file. Hearing no objection, the town board of Town New Windsor hereby receive and file with the town clerk the attached petition signed by residents of Fay Avenue, New Windsor, New York, and Garden Street, New Windsor, New York, requesting that the town of New Windsor repair a brook located between Fay Avenue and Garden Street by installing a water tube. And so there's a couple of residents, about 8 of them, that signed a petition here on Fay. I spoke to Highway Superintendent Anthony Fayo, and we're going to get our town engineer to look at it again. I know we've addressed this in the past, and we have to just see what kind of work is possible, if anything, is required. The town board of New Windsor authorized final payment in the amount of $2,360 to Power with Prestige Incorporated for the Butterhill Garage Electric Project pursuant to recommendation of MHE Consultant Engineer DPC attached hereto. Motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Bro,
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln,
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau,
Yes.
Supervisor Bedetti.
Yes, this is their Butterhill Wells, the garage electric project that we were doing that's finally finished now. Town Board of New Windsor hereby authorizes the supervisor to enter and execute the attached task order number 24-03 with MHE Engineering DPC for engineering services related to the preparation of a final design plan and bid documents associated with the hazard mitigation scopes of work approved by FEMA for both the damage to the shoulder of Caesar's Lane and the damage to the driveway of Caesar's Lane wastewater treatment facility caused as a result of flooding from Tropical Storm Ida. Motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Bro,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln,
Yeah.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau,
Yes.
Supervisor Bedetti.
Yes, we have like $80,000 in FEMA grant money for that. Plus, we're gonna be bonding the sewer plant upgrade. And we're gonna use some of that bonding money, so it's just $80,000 to try to fix the Caesar's Lane, the entrance to the sewer plant, plus the Caesar's Lane drainage problem we're having there. So hopefully that'll alleviate some road closures down there from future storms. Town Board of New Windsor authorized the supervisor to execute a memorandum of agreement in substantially the same form annexed hereto between the town of New Windsor and the New Windsor Superior Officers Bargaining Unit regarding the terms of the new collective bargaining agreement, which shall commence retroactively from January 1st, 2024 and expire on December 31st, 2027. Motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Bro,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln,
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Bedetti.
Yes. I'll speak to that after this one. Town Board of New Windsor authorized supervisor to execute collective bargaining agreement in substantially the same form as annexed hereto and all related documents between the town of New Windsor and the New Windsor Superior Officers Bargaining Unit, the SOBO, as per the terms of the memorandum of agreement regarding the said SOBO agreement of the term retroactively from January 1st, 2024 through December 31st, 2027. Motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Bro,
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln,
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Bedetti.
Yeah, so this closes out all of our labor contracts. We did the CSCA PBA last month, one 3-year deal, one 4-year deal. The superior officers, which encompasses the chief, the deputy chief, and the 2 lieutenants. This is a 4-year deal as well. We were putting some finishing touches on it. That's why it's in its substantial form. I do want to thank 2 people again who put their heart and soul in this, and that's Jess Marina from the attorney's office. I think Damon will agree, and anybody that deals with them, and Doreen Casey from my comptroller they put an amount of time I couldn't even explain to you, and they do a really, really good job each time. Matter of fact, Jess is away, and I called her this morning, not realizing it was 7 o'clock in Oregon, and she answered the phone, so they're some of our best employees we have there. Town Board of New Windsor hereby authorizes the supervisor to enter into and execute the attached agreement for bond counsel services between the town of New Windsor and Hawkins, Delafield, and Wood LLP for professional services related to municipal financing. Motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Bro,
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln,
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Bedetti.
Yes, this is us retaining bond counsel for, we are going to be doing some bonding this year. And so we don't have to jump through hoops to lead up to that. We're just going to retain them. It's no cost to the town and up until we use them, and then it does cost us. Town Board of New Windsor pursuant to the resolution annexed hereto and subject to permissive referendum hereby determine the lease of town-owned property commonly known as 334 Avenue of Americas, building 2420, identified in the town of New Windsor, tax map section 3, block 1, lot 51.3, is a type 2 action pursuant to the state Environmental Quality Review Act, requiring no further action and further authorize the supervisor to execute a lease for such property in substantially the same form as a draft lease attached hereto. Motion.
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Brown.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Cadeti.
Yes. So this building here that we're leasing now is a former military building that went to the town back in the days of my predecessor when he was in charge here. This particular building's been empty for a couple of years now. The town board meeting in January, I think we mentioned about it. We received a couple of phone calls. We got a hit on it. So we're going to engage in a 3-year lease with a new business in town here. It's a kind of a private club, and we wish him well in the new business, and kind of excited for adding things like that. The town board attendants are hereby authorized supervisor to enter into and execute the attached task order number 24-02 with MHE Engineering DPC for engineering service related to the Community Development Block Grant CDBG FY for year 2024, now for year 2023 for the ADA accessible improvement to Town Hall complex. Motion.
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Brown.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Cadeti.
Yes, so the reason this was the 2024, because this money was supposed to be given to us next year. Some towns weren't ready as we are, because we have the best attorneys and the best engineering people and the best employees, so we were ready for it. So we took the money early. We got about $150,000 in grants. We've done a substantial number of ADA work already, and we're gonna do more. So we're really on top of this, and thanks to Doug Hovey and Independent Living there helping us get through some of this. Town board attendant to authorize the establishment of performance bond for landscaping improvements on the Banton 935 Union Avenue project, planning board number 1704 in the amount of $10,490.25, and further establish a 4% inspection escrow pursuant to paragraph 3H of the 10 New Windsor standard schedule of fees in the amount of $419.61, representing 4% of the total landscaping improvement cost estimate and recommended by MHE Consultant Engineer and DPC by correspondence dated February 28, 2024, annexed hereto. Motion.
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Brown.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Cadeti.
Yes, again, this is a requirement placed on the applicant by the planning board, which is in the town code. Again, this is a hotel that was approved several years ago that has not moved anywhere yet. Thank God. Hearing no objection, town board attendant New Windsor hereby receive and file with the town clerk the attached correspondence from New York State Department of Transportation providing its consent to the town of New Windsor assuming a role lead agency for review of its Hometown Hero Banners program. I will touch on that after this one. Hearing no objection, town board attendant New Windsor hereby receive and file with the town clerk the attached correspondence from Orange County Department of Planning providing its consent to the town of New Windsor assuming the role lead agency for review of its Hometown Heroes program. If anybody's noticed, we're starting that, the banners we're gonna start doing on the telephone poles and perhaps light poles that you see in maybe other towns, cities and villages, honoring current and past military folks that either live or have lived in New Windsor. Our recreation department is gonna administer that. And we're just waiting for a couple more approvals from Verizon and Central Hudson because we're gonna attach their poles. So it's a requirement that we have to get these approvals before we can just randomly hang them. Receive and file hearing no objection, town board attendant New Windsor shall receive and file with the town clerk the attached certification of clerk as a number referendum to the lease of the town-owned property located at 472 Temple Road, New Windsor, New York, and identified the town of New Windsor tax map section 4, block 2, lot 16.12. This is that hair salon on 300 there that we just signed the lease from after the 30-day permissive referendum, and she is in there doing work already and gonna hopefully be in there operating soon. Receive and file, hearing no objection, town New Windsor hereby receive and file with the town clerk the attached lease agreement dated February 12, 2024 between the town of New Windsor and Crystal Morales, DBA Beautiverse LLC for the rental of 472 Temple Hill Road, New Windsor, New York, 12553, PO Section 4, Block 2, Lot 16.12. Again, that's the Beautiverse thing with her lease there. Just receive and file that. Hearing no objection, town board attendant to receive and file with the town clerk the attached memorandum of agreement between the town of New Windsor Patrolman Benevolent Association of the New Windsor, New York Incorporated for the term January 1st, 2024 through December 31st, 2027. These next couple receiving files are for both the PBA and the CSEA contracts that were completed. We're just receiving a file. I'm hearing no objection. The town board, town of New Windsor receive and file with the town clerk the attached collective bargaining agreement by the in between the town of New Windsor and Patrolman Benevolent Association with the town of New Windsor, New York Incorporated for the term January 1st, 2024 through December 31st, 2027. Hearing no objection, the town board, town of New Windsor receive and file with the town clerk the attached memorandum of agreement between the town of New Windsor and CSEA Local 1000 AFM CAE AFL CIO in complete and final settlement of all issues proposed and negotiated for the January 1st, 2024 to December 31st, 2026 collective bargaining agreement. Receive and file collective bargaining agreement. Hearing no objection, town of New Windsor Town Board receive and file with the town clerk the collective bargaining agreement by and between the town of New Windsor CSEA Local 1000 AFS CME AFL CIO for the term of January 1st, 2024 through December 31st, 2026. Hearing no objection, town board, town of New Windsor hereby receive and file with the town clerk the attached complaint in the matter of Patricia Tarcio versus town of New Windsor et al. This is a personnel matter. Hearing no objection, town board, town of New Windsor hereby receive and file with the town clerk the attached notice of claim the matter of John Walsh, father and natural guardian of KW, an infant versus town of New Windsor et al. Speak to that in a minute. Receive and file a notice of claim, Jonathan Wants as a father of natural guardian. Hearing no objection, town board, town of New Windsor hereby receive and file with the town clerk the attached notice of claim in the matter of John Wants, father of natural guardian of IW, an infant versus town of New Windsor et al. This happened to be an accident on 207, and they just filed a notice of claim with the town of New Windsor, so we're just receiving and filing the notice. Receive and file, these are, hearing no objection, town board, town of New Windsor shall receive and file with the town clerk the attached monthly reports of the following departments. These are all for the month of February 2024. Justice Calderon, Justice Myers, Police Department, Building Department, Recreation Department, Tax Receivers Monthly Statement, Tax Receivers Utility Report, Town Clerk, and New Windsor Emergency Medical Service. This is the public forum section. Any one of the four of you want to talk about anything? Dominic, no, you good? Everything's going good? Sue, do you have everything good? The board, anything? You guys got anything? No? None? Nothing? No, we're good?
Oh, well, I'm open tomorrow till
And tomorrow night, you're open till
6 p.m.
6 o'clock, and then this Saturday,
Saturday, I'm open 9 to 12.
9 to
So
12.
it'll be every Thursday till 6, and then the second Saturday of every month.
Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, thank you.
Town Board, Town of New Windsor adjourned the town board meeting at 7:38. Motion?
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Bro.
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
I know. No, I didn't join.
Councilman Moreau.
Steve?
What?
Councilman Moreau. Supervisor Padetti.
Yes.
He was trying